So we are here at the actual depot. We spent some time. I'm going to try to flip it and see if people can see. We spent some time going up and down the track. We spent some time on the honorary end of the track before coming down here. We were facing different directions to see if we could see anything, ghostly lights or the actual outline of a train, to no avail. Like I said in my initial report about a year ago, it was an interesting point was brought up in that we don't know whether it was midnight now or midnight yesterday, like whether it's going into Halloween or whether it's, Halloween going into the first. But we were able to, we had our hands on the track waiting for any kind of vibration. We didn't get any, we didn't really hear any sounds or anything like that, except for we, you want to say what you heard?
Definitely what sounded like train whistles several different times up and down when we were walking along the newer portion of the track.
Right, and we both heard those like independently and both turned to each other and were like, whoa, was that? And it was very clearly and distinctly a train whistle, which at this time of night in this part of the city is not a normal thing. Trains don't run this late, and they don't run, I'm pretty sure they don't run in all of Venice, but I could be wrong about that. I'd have to check on that. So overall, I mean, it's an amazing place. There's some really cool architectural things going on here, but we left the $2 bill for anyone that might want to take it or need it, or to at least inspire something. And this might be a place that we go to next year in terms of the familiarity with it, in terms of like we've left a donation, we've left like a marker, and maybe that will encourage something to show itself next year. So the important thing to remember is that this was a legend trip and not an investigation. So we didn't take any kind of temperature readings or thermalize anything. It was purely like by our sixth senses. And one thing that Natalie did notice, if you want to talk about, was the different smells.
The different smells, yeah. As we were walking up and down the track, I had the distinct smell of cinnamon as we got closer to the actual depot itself. Then turned into more of an earthy smell. So, really cool.
Boop. Not really sure what that means in terms of anything. Cinnamon, has different kinds of folklorian meanings in different cultures, and earthy was really hard to describe exactly what that was, but they're definitely, it's a really cool place to be. There were no temperature changes or anything like that were noticeable, and so it's all about the trip, not about what happened. So it was a really cool night coming out here and kind of sharing some of the history and finding out some of the history leading up to it, and the story of how we got out here tonight and why we came out here tonight. I will post because it's kind of an interesting little way that things fell into place. So good night, and I wish I had evidence to present to you, but it's really kind of was just a really cool experience to come out here and try to catch a glimpse of the Phantom train. Goodbye.